welcome to another Tabletop Games blog review. Today we're looking at Min-Tin Aliens by subQuark, which is a 2-player only game, ages 10 or above, takes about 5 to 15 minutes, complexity level about 1.5 maybe out of 5, and it is a card game, a very nice little card game of set collection, and it comes in this amazing small tin, so you can take it with you anywhere really, so it's really easy. As you'll see in the box come all these cards, and we explain some more, plus a few meeples, which are all for point scoring, and some dice. So during the game you have a hand of cards, and you can draw some cards and discard cards, and you're trying to create sets of cards, and these give you different points. The smallest points are 1 point for extra credit, where you basically get 1 point for 2 of any cards you've got. Then there's 2 points, which you get for 2 UFO cards. There's also 3 points if you get 2 of these, well, I don't know really what that symbol is, but 2 of these cards. Then you get 4 points if you get 3 cow cards, and you get 5 points if you play 4 human cards. So when it's your turn, you look at your hand of cards and you decide which cards you want to draw, either from the face-up row or from the stack, and you can do any combination. You can draw from the middle, from the face-up cards, or 2 from the top, or 1 of each. And then as you do, you draw this card, say for example, as soon as you draw one you replace it. And I might also draw one of these cards, maybe for later, and I replace it. Now I have 3 humans, I could have drawn a 4th. I've got 2 aliens, a cow and this one, and I decide I have to now play a set if I can. So I play these 2 UFO cards, and I get one of these 2-point certificates for playing 2 UFO cards. And then it's the next player's go, and they do the same. And so we carry on playing round and round and round until eventually all these certificates of merit, all these points are gone, including these extra credits here in the middle. And at that point the game is over, and all we do is we count up our points that we got for these awards and the extra credits, as well as every player starts with a number of bonus points, with 9 points to start with, and whenever you can't play a set you have to go down 1 number. Similarly, if you have, and let me get these out, 1 of each of the certificates of merit, so it is 1 of these of each, at least 1, you also get 2 bonus points represented by these by these meeples. And the second player to do so still has the opportunity to gain an extra point as well. And so it goes around. So you can see it is quite simple. You draw cards, you look at your hand, you see what set you want to complete. As more and more sets are played, of course, there's a limit to how many there are of each. So for example, let's have a look. I think there is 6 of these sightings, and different numbers for the other sets. So as they deplete, you have to work out what sets you want to play next, because once all the UFO sightings are gone, there's no point collecting more, except maybe for an extra credit. So as I said earlier, these give you 1 point, even if you just have 2 UFO cards, so you can get rid of those. But of course you want to then start drawing other cards. And also, as we said, if you have 1 of each set as well, then you get 2 bonus points. So you don't necessarily want to go for always the most expensive ones, you want to do a combination of all of them if you can. And the game carries on like that, and as I say, it is quite straightforward, it isn't very difficult. It's very easy to learn, and it's very easy to teach, and very, very quick to play. In fact, if you do get interrupted and you want to stop early, you can do that. There's rules explaining how you score up your points at that point, but chances are the game lasts only 5 to 15 minutes, so you won't need to normally interrupt the game. Of course, what I love about these Mint Tin games is everything fits into a tiny box. So you got the points in here, the set of cards that you draw from to make your sets. You even have a number of cards that are the rules. There's everything on there that you need. Not necessarily that you probably won't need them later on once you've played a few times, but it's there. Again, fits in nicely. The dice fit in. And you got your little meeples as well. All fits into this lovely small tin. And you can take this with you anywhere. Literally, it fits in a coat pocket really easily. Yes, there are these smaller tins. There's also Mint Tin mini games out there that are about half the size of these tins. But this, again, doesn't take much room. You can take it with you in your, say, coat pocket, in your handbag, in your rucksack, wherever. It doesn't take much table space, so you can easily play it in a pub or restaurant while you're waiting for food. You can play it on a bus, on a train, on a plane, pretty much anywhere. As I say, there's very little table space needed, and it plays very quickly. So again, you know, while you're waiting for food, you can play this. It just takes about 5, maybe 15 minutes, depending on how quickly you get the sets together. As I said, if you do get interrupted, you can count those points as well. There's everything there. So again, it's a very tiny tin. It's easy to carry, very quick to play, very easy to teach, not much complexity there. And it really packs punch. It's a really fun game. I really enjoyed playing it, and it'll definitely be something that I'll have with me more often than not. And that's really all. I have to finish by saying that a copy was sent to me by David Miller and Kate Beckett. That didn't really influence my view of the game though, but I thought I'd say it just in case people think that you know, this is like a sponsored review. It's not. And as I say, thanks very much for joining me for this review, and I hope to see you again soon. But please always subscribe, like and comment below, and check out my Twitter feed, Ko-fi page, Patreon page, my blog of course, where you can see a version of this review in a written form. All the links in the description below, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thank you.